Hello, I wanted to do a quick video on composing functions because I think the video that's part of the curriculum is a little bit challenging to understand and it can seem confusing, but it's really not. Let's talk about a couple of functions that we might see in real life that would be composed. Let's say we're going to the market. And for some reason, that day at the market, everything that you can buy is discounted at 20%. But like every other time you go there, you have to pay tax on everything you buy of 5%. So let's say we want to buy an item and it costs $10. Maybe it's a shirt or some groceries, and it costs $10. Okay. What's our final price if our discount is 20%, which means it's really 80% of the item's cost, which we're representing with X, is going to be our price. So we take F of $10, and that's 0.8 times 10, and that gives us $8. That's the cost. Let's say we bought a shirt and it was $8. And let's say now we want to go ahead and apply the tax on it of 5%. Well, we're not doing 5%. We're not doing G. This is G of X. We're not doing G of 10. It doesn't make sense to calculate the tax on a $10 shirt when we're really only paying $8 for the shirt. So if we did that, we'd get 1.05 times 10. We'd get $10.50 for our shirt. But we're not going to put $10 through the tax function. We're only going to put the output from our price, our $8. So that's what we mean when we say we compose a function. So rather than do this, rather than do the G of 10, we're going to do the G of the F of X, which is the G of whatever came out of here. So it's going to be G of 8. So we plug the 8 into here, into the G function, which is 1.05 times X, which we know is 8. And we end up with a total cost after tax and with the discount of $9.20. So you see how we compose one function of the other. So in the end, this equals G of F of X. Okay? Now, if we do it without money, without an actual value for X, we're going to say we're going to do G of F of X. We're going to create a generic form for this, or a pattern. So, right, we say G of F of X, which we also write G composed of F of X, equals, we just substitute the value of F into G. So we know that G of X is 1.05 times X. And I make that nice and big because what we're going to do is we're going to take out that X and we're going to put in what we get from F of X. This is how we compose a function. So we take out the X and we put in what's in F of X, which is 0.8X. You see, we got that from up here. And now this is 1.05 times 0.8 of X, which equals, well, let's see what that equals. We should be able to figure that out, but I'm not going to try to do the math in my head. We're going to say it is 1.05 times 0.8, 0.84X. So this is what our final G of F of X equals. I hope that makes sense. And I might do another example so that you can see how this works with other examples that aren't related to that use polynomials and use other types of things that you're going to see more likely on the quizzes. I'll be right back with another video.